What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Thank you for tuning in again. Hopefully you guys saw my last video on the new tires. If you haven't, go check them out. Brand new 38s for the rig, so it's going to be looking sick. Today we're actually working on a Power Fist sandblaster. I picked this up for $199, regularly like I think it was $600. So I've been working on this all day. It's been taking forever. This is what it looks like here. It's the big floor model one, so hopefully we'll blast some parts on the truck and get them ready for paint. But yeah, it's not even close to being done. And but that is not the point of today's video. Today's video is DIY color matching, painting parts yourself and not having a shop do it. I'm going to give you guys some tips on how to, because I've never done this before and I've screwed it up a few times already doing it, but I figured it out. And I want to tell you guys so you don't make the same mistakes that I did. So right here is a brand new upper control arm. I was going to powder coat these, but I can't because on the Rams the ball joint is actually in the control arm. So I can't take the ball joints out of these control arms. That's why I can't put them in the oven. So I had to paint these. See if the camera will focus in on the color there. This arm is not done yet. I still gotta do some painting. It's probably ready for another coat. But yeah, it looks super sick. You can kind of see what it looks like. So this is the mineral gray metallic. I think it's right here. Yeah, so this is a Dupli color perfect match. And then I think, like if you go to Canadian, like this is from Canadian Tire, like Home Depot or someone might have it. But yeah, it literally says Chrysler. You can get the OEM paint online or from like the dealer, but this is like 15 bucks a can, I think. I'm pretty sure it was cheaper than getting the actual OEM paint coat. Well, the only problem with doing this time of year is it is cold outside. It's like 2 degrees here in Canada, which is not cold at all for January, but it is cold to paint. So what I recommend you guys doing is I keep the paint obviously room temperature, like inside. That's that noise you can hear, the garage heater. I keep it inside, and then I also keep the part inside. And then I go outside and paint it, and then bring it right back in so it's back in the heat. Alright guys, also what you want to make sure of on these cans is the nozzle here. You can kind of see it gets clogged right there. So what happens is if you keep painting, for some reason on these cans, I don't know if it's just Dupli color or not, but if you keep spraying, the paint will start coming out in dots. So I usually keep a piece of paper towel or a cloth on me, and as you're painting, keep an eye on it like every few seconds, because as soon as it starts spraying dots, it looks terrible. But if you kind of just wipe it off, you can see there it's way cleaner, and it won't start spraying dots all over your part that you're painting. Another tip when you guys are painting is do super light coats on the paint. Be patient with it. It's gonna take quite a bit, but spray painting is definitely not the best way to go on truck parts. So like, you need to take your time with it. I've learned from doing a few of these projects, that taking your time with it and doing light coats, you get a mint product in the end. And if you rush it and do heavy coats, it doesn't look good at all. So light coats and waiting before and waiting between coats is really the key with spray painting. Lens. So you have the two, there's a clip there, clip there, and then there's also one, usually there's one on the bottom, I think. Oh yeah, it's right here. You kind of see that. Anyway, so this butyl, so you can see the butyl, which is the, pretty much, this is the glue that seals the lens to the headlight housing. This has to go around the whole edge, and that's basically what you're left over with once you pry these back. Guys, when I took apart my headlights, I recommend using a heat gun. You can put them in the oven to get the lens off. You need to go back in the oven when you're painted and resealing your headlights, but for taking the lens off, I just use a heat gun, go around the whole edge of the headlight housing, just around the whole edge here, and use like a flathead screwdriver, and it will pop off. Now that you have the headlight opened up, this is basically what you're left with. Obviously there's no bulbs in this set. This is just an extra set I had that I was going to work on, but I never did. I don't know if you guys can see close or not. This channel here is full of the butyl. So that glue, so this edge of the lens right here fits inside this channel. So the trick is, when you're resealing these, is to get all of this old butyl out of here. As you can see, it's all clogged up right here. And so what happens is, when you get your reseal kit, you can find them on Amazon. Just type in Dodge Ram headlight reseal kit or any headlight. It's just a roll of butyl. Like I said, you guys will see all these pictures anyway. But if you heat up here, heat up this channel, and then I just used a flathead screwdriver to get all this butyl out. And you have to go around the whole headlight and make sure this whole channel is completely clear, or you're not going to be able to pop that lens back in, and it's not going to look good. So once you guys had that taken care of, all I did was sand this whole housing. Mine custom headlights were already done. I actually took them apart and they were just black, so they weren't chrome. But I just sanded all of this. You can sand it all off, and then honestly I just primed, painted it, and then you're ready for the oven. So I think for the oven, I put them in at 220 for 10 minutes, and that heats up that butyl. So that's when you're going to have your lens back on. Your new butyl will be laid into this channel here. And then once your lens is, once the headlight looks like it's together, you put the whole thing in the oven and then take it out. And I put a ratchet strap around, because the problem with the Ram headlights is you can use the quick grips, but there's not much on these headlights to actually put the grip onto. As you can see there, there's like half an inch, like a half-inch lip, and then back here the angles are all screwed, so you can't really put a nice grip on it. So I just put a ratchet strap around the face of the headlight all the way around and just let it cool. And so far I haven't had any leaks. I am going to put silicone, like black silicone, around the edge after, just to reseal it. I recommend doing your own headlights. I don't know if I would. I probably won't do them again. Now, like, I know why shops charge a lot of money to have a custom set of headlights built, because it is a ton of work. At least for me it was. Taking them apart, cleaning everything, painting them, putting them in the oven, resealing them. It's a lot of work. But if you guys are up for it, the end result looks pretty sick. You guys will see all the video, or all the pictures on this video. I'll have them up on the screen. If you have any questions, just let me know. so that is it. Thank you for watching this video, and we're almost at 500 subscribers, so that's just awesome. Make sure you subscribe, comment, like the video, tap the bell notification so you know every time I upload. If you have any questions about any of this DIY painting, please let me know. Hopefully the pictures on the screen kind of give you a representation of what I had to go through for my headlights especially. The control arm's not that bad to paint, but the headlights is a much bigger project to do. But if you want to tackle it, they look super sweet in the end. So like I said, comment if you have any questions, and we'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching, guys.